Please welcome.
Quel est le rapport qu'entretient votre film avec la réalité?
But we wanted to make a drama about it, and one of the things you would say really is that none of this happened, but all of it is true. The truth is in the feel of a movie, and we all have a bullshit detector, all of us. Me, Aaron Sorkin, Michael Fassbender, all the actors, you, and you look at it and it goes through your bullshit detector and you go, that's not true, or that's true.
You're not an engineer. You're not a designer. You can't put a hammer to a nail. I built the circuit board. The graphical interface was stolen. So how come 10 times in a day, I read Steve Jobs as a genius? What do you do?
Ma question, elle est sur le mérite. Est-ce que vous croyez qu'on n'a pas déjà beaucoup parlé de Steve Jobs?
Wozniak said at one point that he basically thought he didn't get enough credit because he was a nice guy. He was affable, and he's a warm, affable, generous person, just by nature, by meeting him. And it was interesting, because he's a mathematical genius, you know, in terms of that computer. A genius far greater than anything Jobs had to contribute. But it is true. The MC, and Steve Jobs was an MC. He was a master of ceremonies. Hence his performances as a CEO in front of audiences gets the credit. Whereas the people behind, and this was the argument with Woz the whole time, which is credit the people whose shoulders you're standing on, and he wouldn't, because he would not look back, really. So I think your point is correct, but it ignores the fact that the most important, I'm afraid the person who has shaped our lives most, unfortunately, if you like, is Steve Jobs.
It's a system error.
Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah.
We're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
Comment ça se passe de travailler avec un scénariste qui a autant de caractère et autant de renommée qu'Aaron Sorkin?
He's very... So he likes to be... We rehearsed. So we would rehearse. We rehearsed 2 weeks and then shot for 2 weeks, the first part, and then stopped and rehearsed the second part for 10 days, and then shot for 2 weeks, and then we stopped and rehearsed the third part. And he came to rehearsals, Aaron, but he doesn't watch rehearsals. He listens like this, with his eyes closed. And that's all he's interested in, is the rhythm. It's weird, because you think he is a great writer, but it's a writer of rhythm. His vocabulary is not particularly, you know, it's not an extraordinary vocabulary he's using, but it's the rhythm with which he writes and the speed of thought that he suggests in their minds that's really compelling. And if you capture that, that's all he's interested in. The only thing we disagreed about is I wanted to change the title, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in Paris. I wanted the title to be The King of France, because Jeff Raskin, who's passed away now, but who developed the Macintosh originally and was kicked off the project by Steve Jobs, was asked what he thought about Steve Jobs. And he said he would have made a very good King of France.
Make everything all right with Lisa. Fix it! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome